Came across this piece amongst other pieces yesterday evening and interested me. For one, the deception that was going on with the person that was speaking, the person that began to speak. She first says she's a Christian. She is nothing of the sort. But of course you've got the ignorant out here and the biased against persons who are Christians, okay? And we'll use this person as an example of what Christians are. We have to be fair-minded. If we're not fair-minded with people, then what are we? We have to be fair-minded. We can't just go around saying, oh, this, that and the other. Oh, look at this person, he's professing to be this and he's another. But it's not that in the first place. Picking children we've got today. No fairness. No integrity. Right. This woman declares again to be a Christian. She is nothing of the sort. Let me say this. Man comes to your pigging door and says he's a gas man. You invite him in and he's got a trainee, he says, with him. Trainee wants to use the toilet. He goes use the toilet. 20 minutes later, you find you've been pigging robbed. Are you that stupid? Just because the man says he's a gas man, does he make him a gas man? How many hundreds of people are swindled because they've simply listened to the other person declaring themselves to be something and they're not. Swindled out of their money. Oh, I never knew. I never knew, officer. Oh, he said he was this officer. Grow up. For goodness sake, grow up. Really makes me angry. Especially the older people. Need to frigging grow up. Now this woman has come in here, alright, and has a go at these people. These people are all working. She herself isn't working. Why did she come into this store and to shout abuse at these people? What was the purpose? There you are.
Okay, I want to stay this far apart.
Do you know?
The reasons? How is this an essential business? Why are you open?
Well, we've had customers tell us that we are helping them to stay insane, or to stay sane during this time. So,
But are you not putting employees at risk? I mean, I just walked by the counters. Customers and workers are less than 6 feet apart. How is this helping social distancing?
actually,
Just a second. The employees are the ones that are wanting to come into work. They don't mind. What the hell is this woman doing in this place, having a go at these people who are just minding their own business and doing their own job? Friggin' arrogance of this woman.
Hobby Lobby says they're doing what our governor's state by state says to do.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, our governor,
He issued a suggestion. The mayor of Cleveland issued a
but
suggestion.
it has not been made vetted yet.
So you're going to put money ahead of lives.
Ma'am, I just come to work when I'm told to.
Yeah.
It's still open, so we're here to work.
Well, I'm just going to say this. As a Christian to a company that is Christian-owned, I think we should put lives ahead of actual money.
Ma'am, this is really, we're not going to discuss.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's better than the line I got when I called the corporate office. So But there's nobody in here social distancing. I mean, it's
6 feet away.
at the register up front. They were not 6 feet. You're not 6 feet away when you check out.
Because this is causing an upset to people that are trying to get masks for people that need them. So I'd say right now this is essential.
Yeah, most people I know that still have people at home. I'm leaving, but I just wanted to make sure I had a Hobby Lobby statement.
So if you want me to hit 911, I will, but I would like to be able to please.
Okay, I will respect your request,
I thank you.
but this will be Facebook Live.
Yeah. I want to put my name to this. Honestly, the sheeple that are going around. You know what COVID is in Latin? You know what it is? Eh? COVID is Latin for sheep. Where do you think Corona came from in the first place? Drinks manufacturers of the 70s. It's also an alcoholic drink of today. The British government are so big and lazy that they're just looking around, saying, oh, well, that'll do and this'll do. Social distancing comes from a film in which you're supposed to, in the film, keep 2 metres from each other. That's ridiculous. It's a joke. The film was a joke in the sense of the so-called precautions. They got it from a film. And then they followed on, the British government and other governments have followed, in deliberately seeking out a word for sheep in Latin. They're laughing their picking heads off in government. Laughing their picking heads off. That's us. It's about time we valued ourselves, got shut of this child buggering, murdering infection that is government and media. And I tell you what, if you're going round obeying government and pigging media, you need your head sorted. Huh? Wasn't it only pigging yesterday that both of them were engaged in the murder of tens of thousands across the Middle East and giving typhus to the poor parts of Egypt? This is the government, this is the media you're supporting, this lying, deceptive government. And the world follows them. And you don't want to know. You don't want to know. All you want is the theatre. You want the theatre of Baghdad. Oh, look at that on my television. There are real people being destroyed. Lives being destroyed. Society being destroyed. Hey? And you love the theatre. And the media presents it as theatre. Hey? Hey? And you love it? Oh, bomb Libya, bomb Tunisia, bomb Egypt, bomb this, bomb that. Oh yes, oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh, look at all the bombs going off. There's people underneath them. You're despicable. And then the government turns around and says, oh, it's a compassionate, caring government. For goodness sake, wake up. Hey? And how many people in the United Kingdom have been imprisoned and been shot by the British government? Or have you just closed your eyes to that? Have you? Have you closed your eyes to the fact that British soldiers are being prosecuted for murder on the battlefield? Because the British government says you didn't shoot them in the proper way. Well, British government, come with me onto the battlefield and see if you can do the pigging same. Would you like to sit with those soldiers in those courts with their families? Would you? No, you wouldn't. You turn your pigging eyes the other way. You're a disgrace. You listen to this government, and then you pick on the people who don't listen to this government, who will tell you not to listen to this government, not to listen to the media. This COVID, this sheep, is a pack of lies. It does not work out in society. I went to a pig in hospital purposely to show you lot that the hospitals are going on as normal. And if it doesn't make you pigging angry that the government has done this deception, I don't know what the hell you are. They're wrecking lives, they're wrecking businesses, there's people being put on the pigging dole. All because we beat the government over the EU. We caused the government to come out of the EU, and it is angry to the uttermost. And has gotten back as by poetic license in putting this out. And people love to have it so because they don't want the truth. Today they don't want the truth. It is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting what people have become. Side with a child, a buggering, mass murdering government who laughs in their faces. Sheep all you are, sheep. COVID, sheep. They can sit in their pig in parliament, lie, deceive, deception, make out they're pure of heart. Lying all the time, then they go into the bar where they get the cheap booze, and then they stand up in Parliament and say the general public shouldn't have cheap booze because they get drunk and all the problems of getting drunk. And yet the police are turning up forever at Parliament and dragging out the drunken MPs on their cheap booze. Then if you smoke, you can't smoke in a building. You go to Parliament, you can smoke your pigging head off. With cheap cigarettes and cheap cigars paid for by us. Would you like a nice free holiday? Get to be an MP. Oh, I'm going on a fact-finding mission, says an MP. Write it up. Eh? Nice holiday for the family. Huh? Would you like to buy an Easter egg? Free of charge. Write it up as expenses. You'd be surprised at what these vagabonds are doing. Read through the picking lists of what they claim for. Free electric, free council tax, free gas, free clothing, free food. And they're on almost 100,000 a year. They're wallowing in it, and they're wallowing in this that they've produced. This fiction. But the people love to have it so. It's excitement. For their lives. Oh! Engaged in it. Like that pigging numpty yesterday, that came up to me. I told him pigging straight, as I'm saying to you straight. Bugger off, mate. Nothing to do with you where I'm going, because he'd asked me where I'm going. Where you're travelling to, it's nothing to do with you. He thought he was somebody because he'd got a British, well, I'm going to say British Rail jacket on. It was a train jacket on. What do you call it? Network Rail. That's no to do with you. How dare you? And then he went, I got my radio. I got my radio. Help! 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 I need help! I said, you pathetic sod. Get the bully boys down here, eh? Come on, get them down here. You're pathetic. I eventually walked away from it. I said, you need to get a proper job, mate. You're just a picking job's worth. Come on, get a picking job. Really? Get a job. Get a proper picking job. Oh dear, dear, dear. There's that woman who turned to me, another rail staff, when she was standing on this blue circle, and there was another fella standing on a blue circle, and they were taking piss out of each other about standing on these circles. So I went, meh, and she looked at me, said, something wrong? I said, no. Oh man, you know. But no, seriously, you need to grow up. You need to value yourself. Value yourself. Stop selling yourself short. Putting yourself in bondage to government. Government ordering your life. Causing you to think what it wants you to think. And using the mass media to brainwash you. Why the hell do you think I stand out and thousands of others stand out and tell you lot? Think for yourself, be responsible for your own faults, not be guided by nanny state. Nanny state poisons you with the food that it gives to you. But of course you love the food, it's tasty, because it's presented with theatre. And then you complain against nanny state. Now what situation is that portraying? When you complain against nanny state and yet you're willing to be fed by nanny state, isn't that a child? That's the attitude of the child. The child will sit there, he's willing to be fed by another, quite happy, but when he can't get his own way, he then has a tantrum and starts complaining about the one that is feeding him. Because he can't get his own way. It's a nanny state, it's a nanny state. Yes, but you're being willing to be fed by a nanny state. Grow up. Why can't you be like thousands of us? Why can't you have this standing as I have and thousands of others have? Why aren't you like this? Why haven't you not understood what government is? Why are you not angry with what government is doing? Because you don't understand what government is. You're far too lazy, the vast majority, to sit back and be fed lies. Lies and deception. Very comforting. To fall in line, to be one with government because you feel as a child safe with nanny state. You need to grow up, and if the trials and tribulations of life that come and smack you don't make you grow up, then what the hell will make you grow up? We need to rebuke one another when it is necessary. As with trials and tribulations that come into our lives are rebuking us to grow up. To grow up, to face life as it is. The whole, full, cold, bitter, nasty life. Not to turn to the drink and the drugs and everything else, to stand it and become men and women through the trials and tribulations. And if you object to what I had just been saying, then you need to grow up, you need to value yourself, you need to separate from government and from the media, you need to go cold turkey, as they used to say, because this lot is a drug to you. Come on out of this deception, come into the light, be free from this bondage, be free like we are free. Don't let the government and media continue to control what you think. Because it's not what you are thinking, it's you repeating what the government wants you to think. Simple as that. Think about it. If you can get out of this bondage that you're in to government and media, if you can. And it takes a man and a woman to get out of it.